What up, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. We're coming at you with another episode of Designated Twitter. We dive into all the hottest topics in Dodgerland, and today we're talking about why the Dodgers struggle to win one run in extra innings games. Should the Dodgers trade for an impact reliever? And finally, on a scale of 0 to 5 fire emojis, how much are you feeling the new Dodgers City Connect hats? I got one on right now. Are you feeling the new Dodgers City Connect hats? Let us know down below. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you really want to support the channel, smash that like button. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So the first topic we're going to dive into today is why do the Dodgers struggle to win in extra innings and one-run games? Since the start of the 2021 season, the Dodgers are 6-17 in extra innings games. They're 24-30 in one-run games. And if you look at this season as a whole, they're 0-4 in extra innings games, and they're 1-11 at the plate. So this team has struggled to manufacture runs, but like everything else, it's a combination of factors. You have poor execution. We saw in the extra innings loss to the Padres, why didn't Chris Taylor tag up on the profile catch? You saw the bullpen mismanagement against the Phillies earlier in the year when Dave Roberts elects to go with Daniel Hudson instead of Craig Kimbrell there in the 9th inning. And then you saw against the Mets, Will Smith, he had an opportunity to put the Dodgers on top, and a player that never chases, he chases at a pitch outside of the zone. So for whatever reason, the Dodgers struggle to manufacture runs, and you guys know I rock with Doc, but you are what your record is, and I think you have to put a little bit of this blame on Dave Roberts, because I think when you look at Doc in these situations, he manages his bullpen to win a 9-inning game. He's not thinking about extra innings, and I think that's one of the reasons why. So Doc, we got to step your game up. You got to win some of these close games, some of these extra innings games, but I asked the staff here that same question. Why do the Dodgers struggle to win extra innings games and one-run games? And here were some of their takes.
I think a lot of people want to put it on the bullpen, but the situational hitting has not always been good with the Dodgers. I think that's why they've lost a lot of games really close, even with the runner on second.
You know, I'm gonna say a lot of fans out there are gonna be like, oh, they lack that killer instinct. But no, it's just bad luck right now. Things will normalize. They did it last year, 2021, which was last year. They sucked at the beginning of the season. Close games, late games, extra innings. They turned it around. Give it time.
Because they don't bunt. Like, that's what everybody tells me, so I'm going to assume that's the answer. I don't know.
So those were some of their takes, but let's jump into some of your takes over on Twitter. At CMart_091 tweeted, 1, pitchers allow runners to score whenever they're at second base or third base. 2, our lineup has hitters that are atrocious when it comes down to situational hitting. And then at USC and Dodger Blue tweeted, because Roberts doesn't adapt to the situation, plenty of statistics that show that manufacturing runs with the new rule is best, especially when you're the home team and down by 1 run. If you're down by more than a run, then play for the long ball. Definitely agree with that one. If you look at the numbers, they tell you that you want to manufacture runs. You want to get that run home from second. To me, it almost feels like the Dodgers forget there is a runner on second. It's almost like John Cena's on second and the Dodgers can't see him, and they don't bat accordingly. So I think there's a lot to that point. And then at LA Fan NorCal tweeted, I'm not sure if this is related, but I believe that they're overly patient hitters. Sure, they get free bags, but oftentimes they fall behind on counts, get bad calls from umps because they give umps too many opportunities to make bad calls. Then they end up swinging at bad pitches. Very interesting point there, LA Fan NorCal. And then finally, at Johnny Chingus_1 tweeted, poor management, no urgency on Roberts' part with the ball game. He's always been reactive instead of proactive. So some very interesting takes, and I want your takes down below in the comments section. Why do you think the Dodgers struggle to win games in extra innings and one-run games? Let me know down below. Now, the next topic we dove into was, should the Dodgers trade for an impact bullpen piece? And that was our poll of the week over on Twitter, and 79.6% of you said yes, while 20.4% of you said no, and that was with 1,758 votes. Now, we asked our staff here that same question, should the Dodgers trade for an impact bullpen piece? And here were some of their takes.
Absolutely. They definitely need at least one more arm if they're going to win it all. Right now, as the bullpen currently constituted, not going to get it done.
I mean, sure, but who's available. I think, as they do every year, Andrew Friedman and Brandon Gomes, don't forget, he's going to be out there looking for the best. They are going to be out there looking for the best possible additions to this team at the deadline.
Should they trade? Yeah, they should trade for somebody. The bullpen is kind of tired. Might I suggest one Amir Garrett, who likes to fight a lot of people and is pretty cheap, even though he's not having a great season, but he's got some dog in him.
So those are some of their takes. Now let's get into some of your takes over on Twitter. @DodgersJ_K David tweeted out, "Don't waste prospects getting an impact bullpen piece. Blake Trinan, May, Canely, and Duffy are coming back to help the Dodgers bullpen. Craig is the problem." Then of course tweeted, "Yes, they should. Unless you want to see Gratterall, Ferguson, Justin Brule, and I can go on and on and on in the postseason to hold a one-run game or a lead." And then @BearDownAZ_1 tweeted, "Get Hader. Give prospects or whatever it will take to get him. He's a long-term difference maker, not a 1 year, and that's it." I mean, look, I'm not a hater. I'm not sipping on that haterade, but that's very unlikely. He's been the best reliever in Major League Baseball this year. The Brewers, their team that's fully intent on competing in the postseason, so they're not going to give up Hader. And even if you did, it would cost a pretty penny. You're going to have to really gut some of that farm system to get a reliever of his caliber. But if you ask me, I think it depends on some of these big questions out there. Like you asked TC_Hughes about Blake Trinan's health. To me, that is the million-dollar question, because if Blake Trinan is able to come back and be that fireman, the Dodgers' top high-leverage reliever, that changes everything, because that allows all the other relievers to kind of fall into their roles. You see Craig Kimbrell as the Dodgers closer. And then also, speaking of cardiac Kimbrell, how will he look this entire year? He's going to look more like the Chicago Cubs Craig Kimbrell, that a .49 ERA in over 36 innings pitched last season, or is he going to look like the Chicago White Sox Craig Kimbrell, that an ERA over 5 that struggled in that setup role? And also, you have the health of Tommy Canely. How will Phil Bickford looks? They brought him back up today. He was the rubber arm for the Dodgers last year. Will they get something from Dustin May? How about Danny Duffy? So there's tons of questions. In my opinion, I would really focus on trying to get a starting pitcher that can miss bats and strike out guys, because then you can move guys around in that pen, have some of these starters shipped to that bullpen in a long reliever role. So to me, I think I'd focus on getting a starter. But our last question today was, how many fire emojis would you give the new Dodger City Connect hat on a scale of 0 to 5? I'm rocking one right now. If you want my opinion, I'm going to give this one a 4.5 fire emojis. I like me some black and blue. Look, the Dodgers offense usually leaves the opposing team black and blue, so why not have a black and blue hat? I also like the Los Dodgers on the side. I think that's a nice touch. And I also like the fact that they went back to the LA. The interlocking LA on the front of the hat is an absolute must. I think that's the lesson that we learned with the Los Dodgers hats. Go with the LA. It's timeless. It's perfect. And to me, I think they look so much better than having the all blue, because you had the Dodgers Blue Man Group jerseys where they look like some Smurfs out there, and you add some black with the black sleeves. It's a nicer touch. And also, it's so much better than the Giants hat. The Giants hat is absolutely terrible. Look, they already give you orange and black Halloween vibes. Well, now they look like straight up pumpkins with their City Connect hat. Jock Peterson looks like a Jock-O-Lantern in that hat. They look like Home Depot construction hats. They look like cones. So the fact is, these are better than the Giants hats. And to me, they're one of the better looking City Connect hats out there. I asked the staff here that question on a scale of 0 to 5 fire emojis. What would they give the new Dodgers City Connect hat? And here's what they had to say.
0. Black is for Batman, not for any Dodgers gear.
Listen, I'm not big on the fire emojis. I don't do that, but however, I'm kind of okay with this hat. I do like the black brim. I think the Los Dodgers on the side should be Los Doyers. Just saying. Either way, irregardless, I'm gonna go 4. That's a 4 fire emoji from your boy Real FRG.
I'll say I don't like the hats, but I'll give them 1 fire emoji because it's a lot better than them wearing blue top to bottom, looking like a bunch of blueberries running around on the field. So I don't know, 1 emoji.
1 through 5? I would give it a 3.5. I would buy it. It's like enough for me to buy it because I like the color combo. But I do agree about the criticism on the side of the hat. Needs to be Los Doyers. That's pretty much it.
I give it a 10.
You give it a 10?
I like this colorway.
What do you like about the hat?
I just like the two-tone. I think two-tone's in right now on hats. Go check this out. Cop it. Everyone get it.
Yeah,
Pick
go
yourself
grab
one
it,
up.
man. Go
Go Dodgers.
Thanks, Josh. So those are some of their takes, but let's dive into some of your takes. Got some really good ones here. Jimbo Slice tweeted, "This gets a 3 from me. Still a nice hat and better than last year's, but not creative enough to be a 4 or 5 for me." And then Real Gordo tweeted, "Plus 555 555 5555. That's a lot of fire emojis right there." And then Nabasito76 tweeted, "I'm a fan of Los Dodgers, but should read and be spelled Los Doyers instead." Hey, our staff here, they agree with you on that one. Then Jeffrey tweeted, "All the fires, all of them." Then Bleed Blue tweeted, "0. Their Connect jerseys are not good. Should have done something with colors of Mexican flag. I'd even take a Disneyland inspired theme over what they rolled out."
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, what are you talking about? You know, you're going to open up those Mickey Mouse rings jokes for that one. I definitely highly disagree with that one. But our tweet of the week, this comes from @DamnIt'sLyric, who says 4 fire emojis, 5 if it wasn't $54, LOL. And I agree with you on that one. You shouldn't have to sell your kidney to buy a Dodger hat, and these are definitely pricey. But let me know down below in the comments section, do you think the Dodgers should trade for an impact bullpen piece? On a scale of 0 to 5 fire emojis, what would you give the new Dodgers City Connect hats? And then finally, why do you think the Dodgers struggle to win in 1-run games and games in extra innings? Let me know down below, because it's been extra frustrating to watch the Dodgers in extras over the last 2 seasons. But I want all your comments down below. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram @DMac_LA. For our latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, breakdowns, and more, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. And as always, think blue, bleed.